Namaste, everybody, and welcome to a flow yoga class. Good morning, Devi. Good morning, Dev. Thank you so much for joining me. I actually got a chance to see your Facebook post and see you do snowshoe walking. They look so cool and it looks so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And welcome everybody to the channel. Please enjoy this channel however that it fit your schedule. Take all of the classes, take some of the classes, and if you can support the channel, I have the link on the bottom below that you can donate the money. If you want to support this channel any other way, of course you can do as well. You can subscribe, you can like the video, you can send me good vibe, you can tell people about this channel and let them join us and getting healthy together. Having said that, I found a quote this week that really grounded me and put me in a good place. I mean, most of the times. And the quote is going like this. I was complaining that I had no shoes till I met a man who had no feet. Oh. It really feels good just to hear that again. It's so easy to feel annoying, irritating than not. That is my personal experience. I get stuck with the kids, with the husband. It's really like cold today. There are so many things, people being mean. My car actually got hit a week ago. What's going on? There's so many things that happen that my ego can take over and take me into that negative place. And I am those people that work regularly to consume positive messages to help me being grounded and to help me to remember that with no matter what situation we are in, there's always something good to look for. There's always something good there. And the best thing to consume those good, positive, loving messages is to keep us healthy, to keep us happy, and that will also make us be a better person for ourselves and everybody around us. Yoga practice is one of them as well. Having said that, why not we just go right into the practice, please? So close your eyes. You enjoy being on your seat, do that. If you choose to lie on your back this time, also, please honoring whatever that bring you to the mat, to your practice. And allow the breath once again guide you back into your inner space. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. You are here for yourself, and you are here for people you love. And for us who are practicing yoga regularly, we know and we feel the benefit that affecting us physically and mentally. We remember that our thoughts doesn't have to control our situation. We remember that when our body expands with our inhalation, we have possibilities. Our life journey has space. We are not limited. And with the exhalation, we can let go of our control, let go of the past, let go of the expectation. We meet our journey in the middle, in a balanced place. We learn to dance with the good and bad. We learn to give and take. We learn to forgive and accept and surrender. You draw your hands together right in front of your heart. And let's start with Om 3 times together, please. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale, please. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chins, open your eyes. I am going to warm up. Today guided you to do it on our seat. But if you want to venture out from here elsewhere, let's circle your neck, please. Because you know your body needs it. Please do that. Sit however that feels comfortable. If you want to warm up in this space right here. I'm going to shake my wrist because it's like Aphinya, shake me, shake me. Oh, here we go. Like we go neck, shoulder, body, wrist, forearms. Just really move those joints mindfully. You can go back and forth or you can go top to bottom. You can cross the arms over to the other side. Pull with the opposite hand. You can even kind of, lengthening your body. Oh yeah. To give you a sensation of that side stretch. Oh my God. Not until I stretch my body and I realize my body is really tight. I also tell myself with the quote that I just shared with you, just to say, yeah, my body tight, but I have my body. I have everything. I'm grateful. I'm gonna go into my spine, my back muscles right now. I love to open my legs because, I can go forward deep enough to feel comfortable, and it feels good. And I also can stretch my adductor muscles. You can hang forward, shaking your head. This is only good for people who really can go forward deep enough, and you can feel that the gravity give you that pulling downward, and you shake, and it just feels good. If you don't have capacity on the flexibility that deep yet, like if you're here, actually it's not bad. Yeah. Don't forget your ankle, where you can shake the legs, or you can point and flag your feet. You can circle them. And you just look at yourself like a rubber band. You kind of go slowly and stretch and stretch and stretch, stretch and stretch. The more we stretch, the more it's going to allow us to stretch the muscle further. Don't forget your side stretch. Oh, the sun. That's nice. And twist your body. I don't know what the sky was in Buffalo yesterday, but here it looked exactly the same. Like from the morning to the evening, it feels like the time was just stop. And I didn't actually get to sleep very well. I always feel like that is the case. When the body doesn't really know morning and evening. But the Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Lift the heart. You can kind of round and do cat-cow here as well. It's kind of cool feeling. Yeah. Shoulders are tight. Shoulder blades are tight, so I have to move them. Yeah. Now, the next one is from the book that I study. It's called Omega Pose, but you go from here and get your feet forward, and you create a diamond shape with your legs, right there. So your heel doesn't have to touch, or they touch, it doesn't matter, but create a comfortable diamond shape. And then you are just going to pull yourself forward and downward like you stretch your hamstrings muscles. Now click the little toe down to the floor, spread your toe, and you're gonna feel the stretch on the lateral side of the leg. It's really something. Oh my God. For my body anyway, I don't know about you. And you can move with the breath. Yeah, you just move away from it when you inhale, and you can move into the stretch when you exhale, if that feels better. You can massage your feet if you go forward enough, right? Give your toes some love. One more breath here. Inhale, come up and away from the floor, and we are going to flip the leg. just to go toward the floor in Paschimottanasana. It's not going to be easy. It's our hamstring too at the same time sitting. Here we go. Once again, you can just go in and out with the breath. Like make it big movement. The feeling of like warming up is going to be more obvious when you do that. You just like go in and out. One more. Move away from the stretch. Cross your left leg over right. Twist to the left. Again, I'm going to really make the twisting is a big movement, so I go in and out from the twisting. And you have to align your body properly. One more. And when you inhale, you untwist, get your left leg out. We're going to come up onto the knee. I think I'm going to use one block. So push yourself off on the floor. Balance on your left knee. Right arms overhead. 5, circle on the right shoulder. Stay calm. Change direction. Breathe. And then stretch that right side. One more breath. How about we push the floor away from us, balance on the left knee, left arms up. Stretch the left side body. You can hold the wrist. Like when you stand nice and tall, it just feels different. You can hold the back of the head. You can even pull your elbow. If it's too much, don't do it. Okay? You can do arms overhead. Stay back on your hips slightly. Oh yeah, this feels better. And then we move away, go toward the floor. Let's do hands and knees. Circle the spine. Two more. Change direction. And 2 more. Child's pose, please. Cow pose. Round first, and then arch at the end. And then go cat pose. And sit down toward child's pose. 4 more. One. 2. 3. 4. And we're going to go to the other side. You just face to the back of your mat. Left leg extend, right leg cross over. Twist to the right. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, twist. Oh yeah. And you untwist, and then you twist in. Twist again. Big movement. I'll do 2 more. You untwist, get your right leg out, put yourself off on the floor, circle your left shoulder 5 times each direction. One, 2, 5, and then stretch. One more breath. And then you get off on the floor, right arm is overhead, ribs is together, hips stay back, stretch to the left. See what work with that right arm, what should you do with that? Oh yeah, the trunk is really, really intense. One more breath. And carefully we go toward the floor. How about we go right into downward facing dog? Check the wrist. Work on any other part of the body else that this pose can offer to you. And keep breathing. And we go 5. Move, inhale, plank pose. Remember to really be careful with your wrist, please. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch that muscles around your wrist carefully. Just go gradually. 4, 5. Downward facing dog. And from here we go to forward fold. So you can go down to your knees, you can bend your knees, you can walk one step at a time, you can tiptoe, you can jump if you're flexible enough already. And we are there, bow down. Chins and thighs apart, inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthening the spine. How about bend your left knee, keep your right leg straight. And then inhale, stretch your left knee, and then bow down, bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight. Did I repeat that? Inhale, stretch your right knee. Exhale, bend your left knee, bow. And we just keep moving like that. Inhale, extend the heart away, both legs straight. Exhale, bend one knee and bow in. Repeat. Switch leg. Do one more each side, please. And then inhale, lengthen your spine away from the leg, keep both legs straight. Exhale, bow, bend both knees, step your right leg back. Get your right knees on the floor, come upright with your body, bend your right knee, hold the foot with the hand, square the hip, root your tailbone, bow, heart lift. And work with your breath. Okay. And really move in a big way still. So this is the first time that we stretch our hip flexor. You can do low lunge if this doesn't work. One more breath. Exhale, let it go, and we are twisting. Right hands on the floor, right leg straight or knee bend. Twist to the left. Yeah, I think I bend the knee. It's getting to my trunk better. And then lift the back leg. Yeah. Next exhale, we untwist and then kick the right leg up, standing split. Breathe. And you cross your right leg behind your left leg, cross leg, Uttanasana, bow down. And keep the breath going, keep the body moving. Let's stretch the muscle one breath at a time. And then inhale, extend your heart away from the legs, bend the knees, step your right leg back, pivot to the right feet parallel, hold your elbow. Now you do anything you want to do right here in Pasarita Padottanasana. Okay. You can pull yourself deeper, you can bend the knees, you can get into the hip stretch instead if that's calling for you first. You can interlace the hand behind your back. You can pull yourself toward the legs. Yeah. Lots of options here. Then from here, you turn toward the back of the mat. Then get your left knee toward the floor. Come upright with your body. Then we get into our second side here. Square the hip, root your tailbone down. Remember, your spine is really crucial here, so align it well. Tailbone's down, and elongate the rest of the spine upward while you try to draw your ribs in, core in, heart lift and open. Don't forget the neck. One more breath. And from here, we go into the twist with your right hands on the floor. No, right hand, your left hand's on the floor. Left leg is yours. Twist to the right. Remember that your belly resisting your chest, okay? And then you untwist, you standing split, kick your left leg up toward the sky. And cross your left leg behind your right leg. And feel free to, move your body around, do whatever with your hands, but stay really calm and fluid in your breath. Let the energy flows like it should. Inhale, move your chest up and away from the legs. Bend the knees, step your left leg back, pivot to the left. Heels in, toes out. Now, if you want to do hip stretch, I'm actually going to do goddess pose. You don't want to do the goddess pose or hip stretch yet, or you already did it on the first one, then you can do pasarita, right? If you want to balance it out. I'm going to use goddess pose for my stretch today. Yeah. Because I want to do this. I want to do the body twisting. If you're following me, okay, we hold the hands on the thighs and we're twisting the body. Wow, the suns look beautiful. Nice and bright here in Rochester. You see that I go in and out from my leg as well. Move with the breath. And then from here, we're going to go toward the floor, and we're going to turn toward the front of the mat. Then we take ourselves to downward facing dog. And we do 5 moves. Again, inhale, plank pose. The wrist should feel a little bit more, flexible. And then we go, once again, gradually into the wrist flexion further, if it's possible. Then we take plank pose. Be careful with your wrist. And we lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm doing this with my knee because my wrist still needs a little bit of help. And from here, we do locust pose. You can do whatever with your hands. Yeah. And then work with the breath. Give me 3 more. And chain your hand into Cobra Pose. And work with the breath. Yeah. Go in and out. Adjust the width, the height. Give me 3 more breaths, please. 2, 3, good. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward between the hands. Warrior 1. We go flexion on the muscles again. Stretch that left spine. Second times around, feels so much better. Hands down. 3-legged dog, right leg kick back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee, kick it to the left, chest push through. Right leg straight, square the hip, come forward to plank. Flow, please. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pick your back bend. One more breath. Downward facing dog. The other reason why I choose to do Chaturanga Danda with the knees on the floor, left leg forward, Warrior 1. It's not because I'm not strong enough, it's just because my wrist is not yet, give me the full flexion. So I have to ease into that still and give it less work. I can get a greater flexion onto the wrist. And when I have that fully, 3-legged dog, then I can bend the knee, kick your left leg to the right. I can really get into plank pose and chaturanga with, the legs straight. Extend your left leg straight, square the hip, come forward to plank. So what I'm trying to say is Chaturanga Dandasana is not only, and back bend. It's not only weakness that stops you from doing strong pose. Sometimes it's your flexibility. One more breath. Down dog or child's pose, please. Breathe. Why don't we meet in our tabletop, and then you get your right leg and your left hands off on the floor. Inhale, opening your legs and your arm to the side. Exhale, back center. Inhale, beneath your belly. Exhale, extend. Again, open to the side. Come back, inhale. Beneath your belly, exhale, extend. Open. And then under. Left hand down, turn your body open to the right, hold your right foot with your right hand, and then we arch the back with the kicking and the pushing up on the floor. Easy Chukaken pose. One more breath. Arms overhead, legs long. Turn your chest to the floor, step your right leg forward. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Lunge stretch, go toward the floor. Square the hip forward, straight your right leg, bow down. Step the left leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, knees bend. Chair pose with Katasana. Spread your toes. Please get your toes off on the floor and spread them. Remember, I am okay with wherever your arms landed, as long as you are able to opening the heart. Yeah. Ribs are in, hip is back. Root your tailbone down. Stand tall, inhale, your flow is here. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthening forward, you can rest. Here we go. Pick your options. See, I feel so much safer. And child's pose or downward facing dog, please. When the body part is ready, come onto your hands and knees. Left leg lift, right arms in front, opening to the side. Inhale, exhale, extend. Go beneath your belly, exhale, extend. So I really want you to really listen to your body. If it's still tight, you probably have to move a little bit less fast. And then right hand down, turn your body to the left. Hold your left foot with the hand, and then we do the arching the back. And then you dance with the breath. Okay. Inhale, you kind of let go slightly. Exhale, you kick and arch. 2 more. Arms overhead, leg long, and then facing the floor. Left leg forward, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. We will move the arm, go toward the floor, hip square forward, right knee down, left leg straight. Runner stretch. Step the right leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, away from the legs. Exhale, knees bend, Katasana, chair pose once again. Wherever your feet are, your knees should be on top of them, okay? However you want to challenge yourself is here. Just make sure that you align yourself properly and you challenging yourself wisely. Stand nice and tall. Inhale, flow is here, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine or rest, please. Down dog or child's pose. You come onto your knees and get into Dolphin Pose. I'm gonna put the block on my palms. I'm gonna hug the block with my palms. And then we do 5 to 7 breaths here. I'm taking you here because I want you to use the pose and get into those muscles deeper. Move with the breath. Your legs can be bend one at a time. That will make the pose a little bit more accessible. Okay. Or you can bend both knees and really just opening your chest. Get into that rhomboid muscles. And since we are here already, why don't we go into forearm plank pose, please? Breathe. Next exhalation, come down to your belly and your chest. And then we do Ekapada Bikasana. Bend your left knee, hold the foot with the hands. and pull the foot toward the ground, point your knees back, okay? Don't forget to add the length into the flexion. Core is in. The height of your trunk is the intensity of your stretch. The higher, the more intense. And we go from here to still same leg, one leg bow pose. So you're gonna hold the foot or the ankle with the hand. With that right forearm crossing the body like that, and you kick, or you can, I'm gonna go this way. So I make the forearms kind of parallel to the long side edge of the mat, and palm push into the floor. Now your lower back has to be strong enough. As I tell you, the higher you come off from the floor and you kick, you inhale, right? The more you're going to feel in your lower back. So if you cannot go high, don't do that. You can go high, just kick. Really engage your core here. 3 more breaths. Or just stay here and kick, right? And then rock your hips side to side. Go to the other side. Katasana first. And then we change into Kapadadhanurasana. Kick. The kicking, the pushing of the hand in front, the core, the length, everything has to be in place. The height is not the problem. The problem is love your lower back as you try to challenging your body. Right? And then slowly go toward the floor. How about we do windshield wiper on the belly? Breathe. Now, if you can go from the bottom of Chaturanga to the top of the Chaturanga and we do side plank. If you cannot do that, you can go into down dog first and come forward to plank, and then we meet side plank on the right. So if you want to go from the bottom and up, right? Shoulder blades back, tuck your toes under, core in, lift, push, side plank on your right. Humble warrior, left leg forward, or lizard pose, or a combination of those two. Why is the combination? Because your body tells you to. We are going to warrior 3 from here. So pick the version that's work for you. Balance. Go safely. Square the hip the best you can. Then from here, we're gonna get the right knee to the chest so you stand nice and tall. I know. You can bend your left knees at first. Like, do it safely, do it wisely. Eagle pose, right leg cross over, right arms go under. Then we go from here. Keep your eagle arm even though you hold your elbow, right, to get your right leg back. So you go high lunge with the legs, and we do eagle arms here. So the challenge is just to get the arms up to the sky with the tight shoulders. You have to be careful. If it doesn't work, just do regular or your variation of your high lunge. Okay. If you can get that eagle arms up, really feel your shoulder blades. Like draw it backward, ribs is in, hug your thighs in. It's really, really challenging pose right here. Don't forget your neck. And then carefully, you untwist the arms, warrior two. Trikonasana, triangle. Carefully, you close yourself toward the floor, bend your left knee, you're gonna go forward with your right leg. Okay, just go there. Safely, feet hip distance apart, bow down. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, Malasana, squat pose, please. And then carefully, Uttanasana. Or rest and then floor if you choose, or rest or floor, I have to say. And you do downward facing dog or child's pose. And breathe. We just keep moving, we just keep flowing. Remember, within those sequences, you can rest any times as long as you listen to your body. That should come first. We go to plank. From here, inhale. Side plank to the left. Vasisthasana. Bottom hand strong. Turn yourself toward the floor. Step your right leg forward. Humble warrior. Lizard pose. Or the combination of two of them. Prep yourself for warrior three. When you're ready, here you go. Hands are yours. We come up to the standing with the heart go up, with the left knee to the chest. Hips back, ribs in, spine nice and tall. Eagle pose, left leg cross over, left arms go under. We carefully uncross the leg, keep the hand if you can. If not, don't worry. And then step your left leg back, bend your right knee to high lunge with eagle arm or whatever arm that serves you better. Okay. Carefully, we get out from this to warrior two. Keep adjusting. Remember to come back and be in the optimal alignment as you can. Trikonasana, triangle. And once again, we step the left leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Why don't you bring your feet together? And then get from your heel to the tippy toe. Open your knees apart. Sit on your heel and extend your arms in front of you. This is another way to go into a malasana. This is a way that it's kind of prep you for your bakasana right here. If you can go further, like while you're on your tippy toe, you can get your upper arm underneath the legs and go into the back and hold the heel and bring your hips down and try to get the heel to the floor. Those are the fancy moves that it will make your muscle to be a part and involved into that. And you have to know that, my body, can do that. I am not jeopardize my body in any way. Then from here, we are going to sit down and we take both puts. Novasana. Reverse table. Feet to the floor, hand behind you, shoulder blades together, necks long, ribs in. Remember to move. When you get your hip off from the floor, move the weight into your feet a lot. And then use the arm and use your feet more. Okay? Don't hyperextend at your elbow. And carefully come down. And now we're really going to get into Upavista Konasana and stretch. First time, it was the warming up. This one is going to be a little bit more than warming up, or a lot more. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Bend your right knee. Heel to the groin. Parivritta Janucheshasana. So we do side stretch. Down. Once again, your right hand is yours. Your left hand is even also yours. You can push it on the thigh, push in front to the floor. Hold the foot. Don't forget the strap. You can use it. Who know the side body can be really, really, really tight. I mean, I'm so amazed. Come up, inhale. Chin side, please. That's not going to be happy, so this will be better. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Now we are going to do a frog pose. One of the students asking me about, Aphinya, can you put frog pose into the practice? We have not done this for a while, but we have been doing this before. So we stretch this muscle in other angle of the pose already, but this one is kind of using the floor to stretch, your adductor and your hips muscles, which you go into the pose like you do goddess pose, standing on your feet. But this one, you go facing the floor. Right? So I put a blanket on one side because I want to use this side to slide myself further that way and have this right side stay stable so you can see me. So, right. And we make the shin parallel, click the big toe to the floor, knees, same line, and then here you are, you try to opening your thighs apart and have your forearms on the floor. It's right here. Please get into the pose. And what do you want to do with your trunk is actually, like you can go forward slightly, you can go backward a little bit more. That is, it's a space that you can learn to get to know your muscles and find the place that what is really get you to stretch the body best. You can, be on your knee and get your feet off on the floor and have your feet together like Konasana and do it that way. And you're gonna feel that the stretch is going to a different place. Then when you get your shin parallel toward one another, and carefully, I'm gonna use the leg that have the blanket to help me. I'm gonna slide in slightly, right? Yeah, until I feel safe, then I can use my hand to help me and come off from that. And just, it's everything happening. It's a lot of, you can feel the stretch in the hip. Then when you come out from that, you're gonna feel like, do I need to move it around? Like you can do, drop the hip side to side with your knee together. You can come into downward facing dog. It's where the hip. Yeah, it's a matter of listening to the body and give it. Once again, you can check the legs. And with that, why don't we do the stretch again in the hips muscles? So we do pigeon right leg forward. And carefully get yourself up and away from the floor. Three-legged dog, kick your right leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee. Now, if your body is ready and feels like flip the dog is not a big problem, do that. Okay, so you land your right foot behind your left leg. Or you just skip this one and do half moon pose right away. Okay, and we will meet you there. Yeah, I don't feel that my hip flexor and my shoulder opening enough. But I don't need to do full wide thing. And then we flip and we meet the friend in half moon pose. Pyramid pose. And Parivitta Pasavakonasana, twisting hands in prayer. Now listen to me carefully. You can stay here and then untwist and do down dog, or you can untwist and do flow. If you want to do a little bit more challenge, you can look toward the floor and we step the back foot forward and we add another twisting Parivitta Utkatasana on top of that. Okay. And then Uttanasana. And then you flow or you rest. Feel like you can do handstand, yeah. And don't forget we meet in pigeon pose on the other side, so be really careful, everybody. And inhale, come up and away from the floor, three-legged dog with wide thing, or go right away into your half moon pose, okay? Now for us to do wide thing, please remember you don't need to do the full pose. If you can, you just get into the space, into the muscle, go as deep as you can, and you know that you feel safe, you feel stretched somewhat, right? And then get away from that and go to the other. Same thing. Once again, you just have to do it gradually until when it's get into its maximum capacity, then you're just gonna be there. Pyramid pose. Parivitta Pasvakonasana. Twist. You can twist here and done and rest, or go from here to flow. Or you can add Parivitta Utkatasana. So you keep the twist a little bit, core in, and step your right leg forward, feet parallel, knees together, twist again. And Uttanasana. Now, if you are a handstand lover like I do, after that twisting, when you go into the handstand, you will feel that your handstand is so accessible. So when I say handstand lover, you know that you do handstand often enough that you can do handstand, right? If you're not a handstand lover, you might not have the upper body strength, and you cannot just do that, or you just want you to give it a try. You know, you have the one nearby, go and do that. I am so at awe when I found out that twisting is really help with the handstand. Yeah, see that? Unbelievable. And I'm tired. I need you in child's pose whenever you're ready. Or take a break with drinking tea. Give the wrist a little love and support. Now, Right here, if you think you have enough, you can go onto your back or just go right into Shavasana if you like. Or you can go onto your back and do baby, happy baby, and then twist side to side and do leg lift with the block underneath it, or you can do shoulder stand. However, since we do a lot of hip opening and the stretching the body, I want to give you an opportunity to try, if it's possible, to do Ekapada Vinyasana 2. It's the one that you go into a lizard pose and you get your shoulder under. So that has to come first. Let's say my left leg is forward. You have to be able to get your left shoulders under your left leg, and then you plant your hands down. That has to happen first. So if you can, just keep going, right? And then you walk your left foot to the left, to the left, to the left, and then you kick it, and then you bend your elbow and you look toward your left foot. Let the chin come down to the floor or toward the floor. That is the second. Is that the second? That's another action that should happen. And when that's happening, move your weight forward from the back leg, and then you lift your back leg off from the floor. Oh yeah, it's a challenge. Play. My body is open, but my strength is not there. So we do as far as we can, and then when you're done, yeah, we meet our friend in Shavasana. And before you take our juicy Shavasana, don't forget to check with the body. See if you have to, stretch your wrist, your shoulder, your neck once again. You have to give yourself some twisting. You need to go into your headstand. The honoring of your own inner desire. And then you have prop, use them, and give yourself the best Shavasana that you can give it to yourself today, or the best Shavasana that your body needs today. You can even cover yourself with blanket. That would be a good thing to do. You know what? I think that will be good. Now is your blanket. Why not? And then you don't forget to relax your arms, relax your legs. Oh yeah. Resume your breathing with that full deep breath in and out through your nose. Allow each exhalation to help you sink this body, sink all of your muscles deeper into the floor beneath you. Allow the inhalation to remind you the possibilities of looking toward the goodness of your day, looking toward the forgiveness know that you have your health, you have your house, you are protected. You have choices. Please enjoy your Shavasana, and I will see you next week, everybody. Namaste.